Ani eyanokre wapomudin hu hia enu nti na hu ahohia sa wobehwa wo hu so yi wo brano ne mra mu odin ameto wo mpofri. Now permit me to introduce you to Green Select Glucometer. Green Select Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Sa fidie kito ya etimimpo ehwa wo botomi eboa ma wo hu wo sugar level abribia. Wona wo diabetes ana yare ahodo a emma wo sugar level esote wo brano no. Sa fidie be bo nka ye baby bia wo bia no wada wo so akohu doctor ntem na wo mo dry betimi ma blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select Blood Glucose Monitoring System, you get your test results in 5 seconds. Annual 5 seconds per now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Nane boaso de more people din hu yaw. Sa upe bako ana sa upe so tukoton. Call Costless Ventures now on 0205 915 315. Or fry a betcha we office at Ben Wagana Fine Baby na only one dija. Green Select Glucometer, the best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Xylophone 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say that people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Xylophone FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Ya Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodu Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Xylophone FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you're not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show. Enjoy, and let's do more. We out.
Job hot. Samini Diloto. Hey.
You guys know what happened for the industry inside for years. You guys all be aware, Charlie. But this time Ataya, yeah, for real Ataya. For a blogger to sit down and think, say, such is the most respectful way to address an artist like me when they forget, say, before they even start blog. Then we day here. Before apps and internet come for them to become relevant and important all of a sudden, then we day here. Zion Felix, this be the best way you go feel right when Samini gets 1 million followers on Instagram. When you they forget, say, Samini be the only person where you get 1 million followers on Instagram from the era where Samini came in the industry. Show me all the people that came during my era and after me, you know, before you come and tell me that I am jubilating over after struggling to get 1 million followers. You know, say what you talk could change my brand. You know, say what you go talk be you suggesting to people that I know they see top. Meanwhile, it be lie. Even kwasi asem you they do no, because what you they try inside for there no be positive for my brand. So I beg you, if you have a link to Zion Felix, tell him, advise him, make it pull down that blog and drop an apology to my brand. Otherwise, this be the first time they go see, say, blogger they caught. We now, if I apologize and pay damages for trying to let the world think that Samini has struggled to get 1 million followers, when the yardstick by which you should measure that does not agree with your argument, because all the people that Samini came into the industry with don't have a quarter of Samini's online following. So how did Samini struggle to get organic 1 million followers?
Let me give you a background of what we are about to do next here on the show. On zionfelix.net, that is a website owned by blogger Zion Felix, award-winning blogger Zion Felix. A story was published there, I think somewhere yesterday, with a headline, Samini jubilates wildly after struggling to finally get 1 million followers on Instagram. Now listen to this again. This is the headline of the story that is not making Samini so happy. The headline says, Samini jubilates wildly after struggling to finally get 1 million followers on Instagram. And Samini thinks, no, this is not a fair reportage. Samini thinks this is not making him look good. As an industry, he's decided to talk to some of the players in there. And actually had a conversation with him yesterday when I also got this information. For information, I spoke with Zion Felix as well on this same issue, and Zion Felix told us what was wrong. As a matter of fact, it is not every story that is on his website that he published or he wrote himself. But unfortunately, when the stories come out, it is Zion Felix's name that will be mentioned. I remember he told me he's going to make sure the reporter or the manager of the website will take off the story. But then Samini also wanted an apology. Without the apology, he says for the first time he will see a blogger and a musician in court over some of these things. The question is, were they wrong? Is Samini right? What can we do out of some of these things? Maybe you would have to listen to Samini rant again. And when we come back, I have all my people here. Ricky Tennyson Jr. is a 3 Music executive. I hear 3 Music. I hear you guys are coming out with the channel. Okay, Ricky will tell us something about it. Adam Mensah Chatome is a journalist, Ghanaian Times Spectator. And Christopher Antribuatin managing. He's a manager at AID Consult. He's also a songwriter. Listen to Samini once again. All things being equal, we talk to the parties involved. Maybe Samini, maybe Zion Felix to let us understand this. And after the story, Samini also tweeted this. Onuya Zion Felix, that is Zion Felix's handle. Hope I got your handle right. How is what I typed wild celebration, bro? I'm very disappointed and I'm sure your readers are too. Was here before this app and I promise you I'll be here after. Remember, life is a cycle, bro. Thanks anyways. Achisa with the hashtag. So Samini only wrote this. It says, it is 1 million on IG, guys. Big up all fans and well wishers on this amazing platform. Hashtag high grade family. Hashtag Achisa. Let's keep growing. And this is what really brought the headline that is not making Samini happy. We will talk. Listen to this again.
You guys know what happened for the industry inside for years. You guys all be aware, Charlie. But this time, Ataya, yeah, for real, Ataya. For a blogger to sit down and think, say, such is the most respectful way to address an artist like me when they forget, say, before they even start blog, then we day here. Before apps and internet come for them to become relevant and important all of a sudden, then we day here. Zion Felix, this be the best way you go feel right when Samini gets 1 million followers on Instagram. When you they forget, say, Samini be the only person where you get 1 million followers on Instagram from the era where Samini came in the industry. Show me all the people that came during my era and after me, you know, before you come and tell me that I am jubilating over after struggling to get 1 million followers. You know, say what you talk could change my brand. You know, say what you go talk be you suggesting to people that I know they see top. Meanwhile, it be lie. Even kwasiasem you they do no because what you they try inside for there no be positive for my brand. So I beg you, if you have a link to Zion Felix, tell him, advise him, make it pull down that blog and drop an apology to my brand. Otherwise, this be the first time they go see say blogger they caught. We now if I apologize and pay damages for trying to let the world think that Samini has struggled to get 1 million followers when the yardstick by which you should measure that does not agree with your argument, because all the people that Samini came into the industry with don't have a quarter of Samini's online following. So how did Samini struggle to get organic 1 million followers?
Alright, so Samini has 1 million followers on Instagram, and it has become a bone of contention this morning, according to a story put out by zionfelix.net. Ricky, let me start this with you, and let me also add that Samini is a brand ambassador for the FBN Bank. Here it is a bank that originated from Nigeria also. Okay, Ricky, is Samini having a case, and how about our team at zionfelix.net?
I wish we could get Zion's word on this. I don't know if he's agreed to speak.
You want him to talk before you come in?
Oh no, I don't mind. I just wish we could also even
after, my producer will try to get him.
Even after I talk, I just wish we could also have his word, because I think this is Samini going overboard. And
Samini is going overboard with this, huh?
Yeah, for me, I think this is even uncalled for, because one, I would also I wish I would also see the story, because the headline it's not wrong, because yes, you got 1 million followers and then you celebrated it on your social media. From the post you read, his tweet, he said 1 million followers, guys, or whatever, which shows that he's excited about it, because when you hit 500k, I'm not sure we saw anything about it. When you hit 600k, 623k, whatever numbers you hit, you didn't make any post on to celebrate it. So clearly the 1 million means something to you, and Sammy, 1 million is no joke. I don't even know why Samini is making a whole issue out of the
No, Ricky, he's saying that if you say he is in a wild jubilation after struggling, where is the struggle? So maybe Samini's problem is, where is the struggle?
Okay, so let me. What does the post? What does the headline say? I want to see Zion Felix's headline. What is the headline?
Let me read it.
The story.
Samini jubilates wildly after struggling to finally get 1 million followers on Instagram. Zion Felix aba. Said the wow ka say share kakra dey. Zion Felix aba my hwesi ebetime nya bibia fiwa. Zion, good morning.
Good morning.
Odia bibia boko dey. Bread wa bread. Bread wa bread. Na juma no san ye wia na e den sensem bebre. And then we see Zion Felix akokase, and then we see Zion Felix I say, "Yay, bra." But and also ka ho. Eno na ma. First, only Samini ya dwen say website zionfelix.net. Headline na try no. I say I know she send a Ricky kind, I know she only Samini ya dwen to start with.
That's Samini ya dwen. That's why yesterday.
Also only ya dwen.
Yeah, Samini ya dwen.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday, I apologize to him for that adjective now. The struggling adjective no music. I mean, that is what has brought the whole issue. So yesterday I did a video about like 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Apologize to him. So I mean, the right word wasn't used to describe the statements,
Mm-hmm.
So I think we erred in that space, and then we've apologized, and then we hope that he accepts the apology, and then we all move on from where we left it. Because I have a good relationship with him.
Good.
And then it is unfortunate that it happened like that on my platform.
Charlie, you've done well. I'm sure this is one of the most honorable things any blogger or journalist will do. But first, how do you feel when your blog, that I know you are the boss though, but you don't publish stories? Say stories about for any personal problem. What runs in your mind?
I am okay. I mean, especially when I see that there's nothing wrong with the publication. Diana, I am okay, because I mean, no matter what you do, I mean, you get people talking bad about it. But we are wrong, Diana. We are wrong. There are so many instances where, I mean, we've published a lot of things that some people think that it is not right. But I see the story as, I mean, a credible information that I've put out. And if I put something out which is credible, any bad idea, I mean, I don't have any issue with it. Even if Jesus Christ ever down, ever chairman $4,000 company, there's somebody sitting elsewhere because I had now $1,000 to one person. Now one team I'm baby. So no matter what you put out, there'll be some people who are happy about it. So me, my issue is if the thing is credible, it is true. Anybody there, I don't have any issue with it. But in an instance of the Samini case, no, and maybe not me who here, we could have a friend catch me. In the way wrong. I mean, we could have written a story without that adjective. I mean, this is a jubilation. This is a good thing. We could have written that particular story without any adjective of struggling. Whether he struggled to get it or he didn't struggle to get it, I mean, he's attained it. I mean, we all go through certain things to get certain things. I mean, we are, brass. I mean, no. You just have to jubilate over it. So with this instance, I saw that we've made a mistake. It's not about even what people are saying, because brass, I mean, truth be told, me who the amount for open a frame catch me so Samini or say or you close Samini. Samini is not happy about that particular publication. Nothing you can say what two team pool. So back on the frame area no. And me I think I even missed the call 4 times or US WhatsApp. Me back to catch me say he's not happy. And I'm catching a boy and say, I see what your story be about Samini or so, and I say is some struggling do now so challenge this thing no dey here. But I mean some and I'm be better than they.
Yeah.
The person has attained the 1 million, whether he struggle, he didn't struggle, just by the fact that he has attained it. And then it is not an easy thing to get 1 million followers on social media platform. So, I mean, a wrong is a wrong. I mean, so but other ones if I don't see anything wrong with it, we move on. For other things. There are so many instances. I'm for some people to think that Adeboa Yachua.
Okay.
It is true.
All right. Connection wahala. It happens with our network. Jata, I have one more question to ask him, so please, you get him still. There is one important question I want to ask him. You get him before we wrap up on that. Okay, so once again, we can also open the conversation. Zion Felix, as the CEO or the owner of the site, thinks his people ate. Ricky also started well, so we will end with him still. Yeah, Zion, sorry, Neo on. Yes.
Yeah, Lionel. So I was saying that maybe I'm one person there in person. So if I feel like I've done something which enforced, I say I mean, there's no harm in saying sorry. I mean, because sorry, I apologize and run on. I mean, I've not died. Just to still continue that relationship that Samini and myself we have. I mean, in my
I'm sure he's driving. Still try finally. I want to believe he's driving, and maybe where he is, the connection is not favoring us, but we are still going to end with that question I want to ask him before Ricky comes through. So once again, we are still looking at this, how we can build that best unity between artists and media platforms, bloggers, websites and all. I know this could also happen to me as well. That's why I'm interested in the discussion. Yeah, Zion, let me ask my Mr. question. We are Sana, line us as as the boss of the platform, no, most of the stories now or reporters needed to abontin and our editors to abontino. I answer all the time, and maybe how many charankasa ekase. Oh, have you given us approval before we can publish this?
Some of them I give to them, especially the ones from maybe interviews. The majority of them I give it to them, but because I can't give them every story. And then because I am too busy now. I've employed people to help me. So if I end up giving them every content, and I say, me and money be so on one, they use that discretion to write certain content. Unless if on my publisher, if I see it and then I think it's not right, and I say I think certain things need to be changed. Now I let them say, anyway, no, it should do it like this, just do it like this, because I am meeting. Okay. Even though say call side this one writer now by a minute dinner Felix.com. So everybody thinks I'm a true story. So I make sure say certain things are correct. Just maybe I miss me image no will be right out there. So most of the stories now, maybe I only see it when it is on the platform. Maybe say it's good to go, but maybe I also hear some changes go on here. Some who's not say you'll be letting me, then we do the right thing. But I mean, most of the content they put out there, no, and there are no issues with it. Maybe one in a million to say, Samini day now I correct them. And just say or something like that. They are not making upside and say, it's no. Once in a while, now I trust them. That is why they have access to the platform. They are always putting out content. So, they are newbies because they are mistakes. go correct you once in a while be na I tell them so when the next time you say all of us can move on well.
Now, with this experience from Samini's camp, don't you think it is becoming too risky lately, especially at a time a man for a pet will be mistakes or back a cry normally I call who can up or baby? Don't you think ZBL or say near man is how they put out their stories? If there will be a way for you to verify or confirm, how about that?
Because also when 1 in a million. I mean, we've written so many stories. Even this, there are actually like 1,000 stories, so many stories. And then just one penna, I issue. So the issue in the bar now watching us so I correct you. It won't repeat again. It's not like every day. Every man there are issues. Once in a while now, you know. I mean, when you buy, you get too hopeful, so that we won't repeat the mistake. Now you know because as I said earlier, we are in the same industry. I don't know when I will need somebody. Maybe try to spoil a relationship, even if it's not a relationship. I mean, the right thing needs to be done. The credible information needs to be put out, and then the right adjective. I know. You see, the whole issue is about the adjective you use. It's not about the story, whether it is credible or not, because the story is credible, but the adjective now it qualify or no. And then issue the fact that you say struggle, that's the only issue, because the 1 million followers when it's not say a false information, maybe a 1 million followers but the fact that the adjective struggle was used to qualify the whole thing, and I did issue about. So maybe I've told them, say, I mean, whenever they are putting out contents now, the adjectives don't be used to qualify the people. They should be careful. So maybe I mean, most of the content we put out are credible. Maybe how we go with the headline, I say, the weddings or the style of writing, maybe always be used, and maybe I did issue about. And in this case, it is the wedding you see, and I did issue about. It's not about how credible the story is or how false it is. So, adjective you see, and Samini feels like as a wrong. And then I feel like I mean, struggled there. Whether he struggled, he didn't struggle. Charlie, the thing he get them. You know, be joke. Go through hell.
Apology video anywhere. No, what you mean? Samini, a vibe who said now he's okay, he's comfortable after your apology. No,
I don't have Samini's direct contact. I think the last time I talked to him, I talked to him through Brainey's phone. I think not a while from America or so. After she be borders, no. I don't have his direct contact. And yesterday I called Brainy. Honestly, I think US also. When Sam and he's not gotten back to me. So I don't really know whether Samini has even watched the apology. And then the guy who called me yesterday sent me the apology video today, and then it was a screenshot, and I was sure it was forwarded. So I don't know, say Samini the forwarded man and some apologizations will be the forwarded man. I don't know. But I don't know whether Samini has seen the apology or not.
All right. I know you respect friendship, so I'm sure I'm going to pass on Samini's number to you, and maybe you can also have a backdoor communication with him. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, bro. Charlie, all the best, and big ups. Keep up with the good work. You are really working hard, bro. Okay, so that was the voice of Zion Felix there. Ricky, afe Zion Akasa. Do you know why Samini will be offended, or do you know why he will feel some way? Charlie, he's a brand ambassador to a bank, like a bank.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you say he struggled, then in a board meeting, I will see a renew contract and I or struggle.
I disagree, Mom, because I know a lot of people who are also brand ambassadors, and they still don't have 1 million following. It goes beyond that. You see, Zion as himself, he recently just got 1 million followers, but he's worked with several other brands. He's done stuff for major brands, beyond the 1 million following. So I think that will be far-fetched. But I would like to take these two sides, because it's a two-way conversation. One from Zion side, and then also from Samini's comment there then after. So I feel that it's one thing where my brother was saying Adam Bill Nabano, these are some of the things that is supposed to guide. We are taking too much of the hobby thing of our work, and we are leaving the professional part of it, because clearly, like you're asking, that does he see all the stories that go out? Of course, now he's the CEO, he has also other things that he does. So it's also his responsibility to make sure that at this point in his life, at this point in his business, he's supposed to hire an editor. Somebody who is credible enough, somebody who will be head of the editorial board. And that's one thing that we are all failing to do, not just even from the blogging side, even artist managers, a lot of irresponsible acts where if there are professionals guiding them. So for me, I think that Zion at this stage in his career, and it goes to all the top blogs, Deborah and all of these things, at this stage in your life, it's either you are the chief editor, making sure that every content that goes online, you review it, because mind you, the status that you have achieved now, there's a lot of responsibility on you. People is like the BBC now, they are like more or less like the BBCs and the likes in Ghana. Every story that you see there means a lot. And to with all that you've been able to achieve, or with the clout or status that you've been able to achieve, it is very right or proper that you make more investment. Sometimes we tease or we make mockery of our artists, but we also on the other end do the same things. You can't say artists found they don't like investing in their careers, managers papa and all of that. Same thing we also do on this side of town, that you also need to, at this stage, a blog like Zion, Deborah, and Conconsa, like it gets, I don't want to use the xylophonemedia.com and almost there, it's an institution, but for the personal bloggers at this stage, you should be owning, or you should be investing in some of these things. Chief editor, someone who has gone to school to a certain level,
equip himself for that area.
Even beyond that, so you should also be investing in your workshops, a few courses and all of that, even though they are working for you. This
encourage
is also,
them to polish while they're on the job.
Yes. This one thing that I think Zion should also look at, because I was not happy when he said he's too busy, he doesn't read all the documents, which is true. I understand, because there are other things to deal with, but then it also means that you need to make investment. You get it, especially when your brand name is what is selling the thing. Because and I learned that thing with Sadiq, meaning channel now we are not taking it just for fun, but we are taking legal advice. I have not been through that process. Just the channel that we want to start, a 24-hour music channel, we are going through that. We are going through licensing, copyright classes and all of that. So even before you play someone's video that the person wants to be on TV, for some of us, we are learning and understanding what it means, the legal implications and all of this. And this is what a lot of us in the industry should begin to get ourselves involved in. Zion, even the comments that you make, and people's comments or reaction under your comments and all of that, the legal implications of it, we need to begin to invest in some of these things. And that's when you become credible. That's when people begin to take you more serious, because it's unfortunate. Samini is not happy. It will just be about you apologizing and going. But then again, Charlie, and then again, there could be someone who might not even come out to complain. Yes. Before there is a letter at your door. So for me, I think it's something that we should check. All bloggers, at least at a point in your career, just as we always call out musicians and other people, it is also a responsibility that at a certain level in our careers, we need certain structures in place. The whole business development structure. Sometimes to me, I present a business proposal to somebody, go through it, the next stage of my life. I'm not sure that they even do these things after every year. 2021 review of my blog, my sites, the numbers, ABC, they sitting down with proper people, your team, to make sure that into next year, what are we going into? What is the agenda? What is the focus? What is the direction? So I think we need to look at that. And then also on Samini, there were some of the comments that he said which was unfair, and it is, I understand it, because it is the mentality of talent. He feels that, I've been here and we've been here before you guys got relevant and blah blah blah. I think it was an unfortunate comment, because trust me, artists come and go. that same blog that you feel that you've been there for years or something, there are also new acts that are coming that are taking advantage of these platforms. So we all need to begin to understand that it is your brand. You don't and you are not satisfied or you are not happy with certain comments. That ends it. For you to think that me buy and son I'll buy into oye bibi because you came before me into me can answer then. It's an unfair comment to make or to think, because Samini can't tell me that he won't need the services of blogs that he came before. It's a wrong assertion. Or you won't tell me that buy answer xylophone xylophone and I say xylophone is not supposed to criticize you in a particular way. It's a wrong mentality to have, and it's something that I've realized that artists also told that same lane. Mind you, I know artists that have been certain media houses have been there before them, but almost when they get big, they try to talk down on this. I know a lot of of artists are wings kakrano. They'll disrespect blogs and even media platforms that have helped them to be where they are. So I think it was really uncalled for him to say that, and then the court issue now. For me, I don't really see this as
now that Zion has apologized.
Beyond even Zion apologizing, when any legal issue, Brasami. If I say that, do
you know his legal advices?
Well, Brasami, this is where
it might not be Samini. You see, it might not be Samini. That's why I said the guy is a brand ambassador for a bank. So it means the bank's legal team is even behind him.
You see, I can justify that. Because one, when you tell me that there are people that you started with who are not there, Ochame Kwame has hit 1 million followers. You started, his era was the era of Ochame Kwame. Even Shatawale. His era was, Samini's era was just 1 or 2 years before Shatawale. Shatawale hit past that. You get it? So if I feel that, if I can argue and say that I was comparing you with these two talents that you came, that
there's two of them.
But Samia, how many do you need? No, if I can even prove to you that one person that you started with has even been able to hit, it is enough justification for me in the law court for me to say that maybe I'm not in the yardstick. Or no yardstick, I'm who say you haven't done well enough. So for me, I think that he was just being emotional. And I think Samini should move away from that, because recently we have live videos from Onish Shatawale issue. Oh, seriously, Onish Shatawale issue be was stadium.
At the end.
Oh, you see, I have always been saying this.
Why you mama can send safe and also kasa also a live video.
Well, I understand, but you see, like I say, Samini, because of how I see him, so I'm speaking for myself. I see Samini as somebody who is supposed to maintain the legacy brand, stature. Someone like Amachi Didi, someone like Kojo Entry, someone like maybe your friend is saying this man. For real. Sorry, the one who mentored Ofori.
Lumba.
Brand no, and then the Nkofobeki can't form that is going to destroy the brand, because they've built the brand to a certain level. Brands like Barclays and Bibiana you need to respond to, because you've built the brand Nisiko. Even the Grammys, a lot of the times when we are in the boardroom, three music, sometimes we say it that, Charlie, if we say we'll respond to everything, it creates a certain image about your brand. If Grammys, they're not going to mind you, say, they can't explain to you why they took the weekend out of no. It is so huge and so powerful that they don't respond to anything. So for me, I think that Samini complaining too much or showing weakness of some of these comments, I feel that sometimes he should work backdoor. He should get his people to do some of the jobs backdoor. You reach out to Zion, Charlie, this and this and this and this and this.
No, I'm not sure he has his contact.
Oh, but I mean, how easy?
No, what I mean is, you said he reaches out to him, and I'm saying that he doesn't, because Zion Felix, as much as I know, he also has contacts to so many celebrities. But Samini, he doesn't have.
How difficult is it to reach out to
Zion? Yeah.
How? And sometimes it makes people speak too much or make certain comments about you, punch holes in because sometimes when you are frustrated, you have a case, but sometimes certain things that you say, it exposes you. And Nubina Mecha will say, Shatawale has been there. Ochame Kwame. This was even top of my mind. I'm sure if I sit down to do a list, I can get 6-7. That will show that I'm truly you've struggled to get what you are getting. And you know, for me, I would rather prefer that there are certain conversations backdoor what friend before you realize or anyone realizes the story is off it. You know, because he did same thing with Stoneboy. Came out to make certain comments and blah blah blah, and later Oba out Tebeka say he was just trying to get attention. He said it was just a joke, and that's ABB. It clearly, you know, it puts you in a particular.
It paints a different picture.
Yeah, it paints a different picture. Same thing happened to I think Amachi when he crowned Kwame Eugene. Then once he came out to say that he was forced or he was put in a particular, and Mani look at to say
unim
their way. But if he had kept quiet and moved on, it appears like, yeah, man, I mean, my crowning or there but once you come out to speak, you are able to expose yourself because, Brasam, everything you do, like Zion was saying, there are people who are very, very sharp, critical, punch holes in. Sometimes we post shampoo, comfort to me the argument. When you listen to Mohammed's comment during the elections, people were directly saying, his posture clearly shows that he was being forced to make certain comments. So sometimes I prefer that if you know you are right, if you know your stance, if you know you know your worth or your value, and like I'm saying, Samini Akasa too much this year. And he mean like no, or a legacy brand. You see this issue about NDC now. He didn't come out to talk about it. You don't always, as a legacy brand, you don't always need to force even hit songs dropping you don't even need to force to banter or be on the same level or same scale with certain artists. Or drop you big boy Jay-Z today, if he release, or he won't want to overtake Drake or drop it audience no more panel ombeti. So I think he should take a cue from this. You know, from me, I'm saying that he's talking too much. You know, I think he's overstretching, you know, the brand that he has. Just move. You know,
are you the same person who revealed that Samini approached NDC to?
Oh yeah.
You are the same person.
Yeah, I'm the same person.
Oh, you're a hard guy. You're a hard guy. Hey Ricky, you're a hard guy. No, I just remembered. I forgot. Like while I was listening to Ricky. Oh, Ricky. Yeah, he was the same guy who said Samini went to the NDC. Yeah, Ricky's.
His letter is coming.
For what?
Whose letter is coming?
For approaching the NDC.
Letter. Okay, Adam. I know you have also been in this space as a journalist, and you might have encountered some of these things. What do you tell us?
That's in my profession. That's what I always try to, you know, stay away from. Years of reporting from court for Guardian Times. I don't remember the last time I did a court story where people came to our company to, you know, do this, you know, bring a letter for us to rejoin. From top cases, Nayeli case, Dr. Ali Gabaz, big national cases. I never, including reporting from the Supreme Court, I never got a case. I always try to stand within the, you know, the remit or within the circles of
within the confines of what you're doing.
Element of journalism. I try to be objective as it is and use the right way, because choice of words is very important in our profession, especially when you are writing headlines, because in journalism, you are allowed a certain, you know, space of deduction. You can induce. Maybe you see someone does something or says something. You can deduce, and from the deduction, you put up a headline. But you should ensure that your deduction is on point, so that if there is a problem,
you know how to run away.
Yeah. So if you don't allow some space and there is a trouble, you can run away. You understand? So for me, I think in our practice, we should also be careful of brands. You know, when writing about brands, we should be specific as it is. Like we say that some of the TV stations, when they are, you know, putting up news, they try to embellish. And in journalism, we know that we have types of news. We have hard news and soft news. Now, when you are doing hard news, you don't embellish. When you are doing soft news, you can embellish, but you have a limit to the embellishment. So maybe this guy wanted to embellish, but if you look at the embellishment, it's an embellishment which can prove, can depict that, like, maybe the person has something against Samini. You understand? Because it's like,
no, for having something against Samini, I think I doubt.
No, I mean someone.
Okay.
It can appear because Samini felt the person or even the website has something against him. They want to bring his
brand down.
Yes, that is the feeling he had. Because if you look at the headline, it's like, look at the occasion. Occasion is very important. It was celebration and achievement, and in that celebration he feels somebody punched him very hard that he couldn't
making the celebration not worth it.
Of course, you know. So you need to even look at the occasion, the emotions, feelings, and be careful about your choice of words. So you can't even be happy for me. That is how he felt. That all these years, boy, do for me.
I get 1 million. And organic 1 million.
Yes, you can't celebrate with me, and you have to punch me by ridiculing me with this headline. That's how he felt.
Okay.
So I think.
And then, do you know if someone feels ridiculed, the person can sue for defamation?
You see that? Yeah. I'm coming there. You see, in defamation, you see, we in our practice we have the libel, slander, defamation, and in proving a point of a case of defamation,
ridicule is part of it. Yeah.
Yes, you need about 4 elements to prove defamation. In one of the elements, you need to prove that the information or the thing put out is false. The story, if you look at the whole story is not false, but it's about the the qualification, how he qualified the story. But every good lawyer, for me, this one, first year lawyer, can even defend the use of struggle. Because what is struggle? To forcefully do something. That is struggle, the definition of struggle. Look at the number of content it will take you to make a lot of people follow you. Is it not struggle? By putting video content, putting this there, doing photo shoot, going to buy this, ensure that your page is active in order to get more followers. All of these things are forceful way of doing something to get. So, in a positive light, that can be a form of struggle. You understand? But you can look at it in the negative side, that maybe this is a radical struggle. But he can also defend that this is a positive struggle, because achieving 1 million followers is not a joke. You can't chop jollof in your house and just get 1 million. You need to go. Charlie, 8 times if you go by, it be easy. So all of these things are forms of struggle. You understand? So for that part, I think Samini was emotional, or he was carried away. That's saying at times our court because you're the skank for. You see, this is not.
And fans should be Chimusa.
At times,
because Obinso, yes, a movement I'm be watching. Fans should be Chimusa.
Yeah, of course. But I think that we need to respect each other, and I love how it went. You know, like Zion Felix. Even in the normal practice, when you publish a false information or something against somebody which is not right, you have a right of rejoinder where somebody can write to you. Then you state the bare facts, then maybe you apologize and move on. This morning I saw it on Instagram where Zion stated that he was not in charge and other things, and he saw you. That there is some advice I want to give Zion.
Okay.
If indeed he has given certain positions to some people to run, it is either he stays clearly out of it, or come and supervise and be seen in it. What I mean is that he's saying he has an editor. We are a state agency, New Times Corporation. We belong to the state. If something goes wrong, those there will come and take responsibility. The state will not come and take responsibility. So Zion could have allowed his editor to do this video for him to post so that the public will see him off. He pushes the video. It is when it becomes so difficult that he will come in. Until that, people will still see him as part. Or he will say, if the problem comes, I will take the blame. And if that is the case, I will go through the stories. So this is simple. When the story comes, you look at the headline, you look at the lead of the story, you look at the neck, and go to the concluding part. So before it is published, you understand? If you are not doing that and you always come and take blame, it becomes very difficult for people to, because he was trying to explain that in the video that though it is for him, he is not in charge, he has an editor. And I don't know if you have an editor could have easily done this video for you to publish on your platforms so that it gives that clarity to people. So I think we should all be circumspect in our profession, because there is a saying that where your nose ends or your right ends is where someone's begin. So let us all be circumspect, respect each other in our practice.
Wonderful. Adam Mensah Chatome, he's a journalist, artist manager as well. Now let me wrap up with Christopher Antwi Boateng, and after that we'll start to try our luck on the Badamidu ba. Yeah, boss.
So I'd wanted to start from where Adam ended, but before that, Namamenka about struggling to get 1 million
followers,
and then the court issue. Samini okay, said the person could,
let me also put in this. The court issue might not necessarily come from Samini.
I'll come there.
Samini, as it stands now, has a management team. Africa One Media also. Yes. And they can even decide to do that. Samini might not approve of it. But Africa One Media, being an agency or being a team managing the brand, knowing how they also cash in with the brand, they might take up some of these things.
Okay.
Samini will be the name that we will mention, but for he might be innocent about all this.
Okay. So the whole thing is whether it's Samini or not. I'm only addressing the court issue. Say, like they could have defended themselves, because Yenim said he came out ranting, was Stoneboy and a lot of things, and during that time, not only 1 million followers. Brother Minim, so what's the mention? Those days, no only 1 million followers. But say when you 1 million followers. So Nipani bet me defending who say I said that because, and I wrote that because during this time and now we felt you meant everything you were saying, like now we need number, which later on you also came out to say you didn't mean the things you were saying. And afterwards you got the number, so it means maybe you needed or not in the person who wrote it in the context. No bit much say okay, mimi who say like you were doing those things to hit 1 million, and I feel wait my hit 1 million. No, what did they mention as a brasame? But the whole thing is on the other side. Mesa, like I appreciate what Zion did. And now, I wanted to start from where Adam ended. The whole thing is, me a nipa na or try na video no. But I think he did that as a sign of respect to Samini.
Yeah.
Say or pursue who say like minimum who be, and I respect you to the extent
I may take
responsibility of it. So I feel that was the main reason why he did it. I feel Samini actions no so. And no. Individual differences. Minim Samini apeni Ricky Timia. Individual differences. Obia ne se no sitie. Brasam ebia me bo wasuma ho na abobombi. Be ebia me bo jata be tina wo se wabo masum din pa ne metima ye na mana aye ne yase ne masum na wabo no. So it means asem ni sia nipa no depending on how he feels and or react based on. Because the court issue me I felt they just wanted to issue a threat, and threat no one person be mebu and bibisa. That was why they spoke about the court. So I'm not even sure they meant the court thing. So brasame, I think moving forward Samini I was say, although there is this individual differences, and I don't have a problem with how he acted. I have no problem with that. But the whole thing is, I think, as Ricky was saying, when he starts seeing himself as a legend, there are some things he won't even notice because he is a legend. Or a legend. I was start to say, like, or was relax a man kasi say yen and kaya kumano. Minims what's the mention I say? Like
your crew one and Tokobia one could be and come out. No one wakes up to fight anybody's battles for him or her. No, bro. Send me no me in Yakobai. Abia, there's someone doing something on tour to Sammy Flex. Yeah. I'm not sure you wake up and say, oh, let me go and fight Sammy Flex battle. No. Be fighting a battle. The whole day.
The whole thing is
so on no being command. The Dutch mark I say he's a lazy
I'm not saying it's under no being command, but I'm talking about how he addressed the issue. Even though
so let's use your own submission where you said everybody and the way they
Matthias, but the whole thing is Obiane Senusity. But the whole thing they say, and no was so who said, send you city no, any answer will actions be so Emma will be a different thought about you. Sana what here, but a Drew Brebia, it was so who said was all compromising. Send your bear. I said individual differences in the send your bear. Yeah, the people at the receiving end will understand what he did, but or not as a person. And I may try to say, although there is this individual differences, but or no, I was so working on his. That's what I'm trying to say. Say or working on his, he would be able to compromise on some things.
All right, thank you so much, Christopher Antwi Boateng. Thanks to Eden Mensah Chotome. Thanks to Ricky Tennyson Jr. And Ricky, when are you guys putting on your television?
The channel, when is the channel coming live? Before this year ends, so we have like a few days to go.
Okay.
Before the challenge, we have the frequency and everything. The only challenge now has been the office. You know, we've been trying to sort out office issues. Charlie setting up office furniture and all of those things, because studio equipment and several other things that needs to be put in place. But finally, Charlie, we've decided, I say, BV office in the past, we'll go live now. Yeah, maybe we'll enter into next year. So hopefully before the year ends, we are going to go live. Yeah.
Okay, I'm still waiting for the cash you guys promised me.
No, that's Kelly's responsibility.
Good afternoon. First of all, let me say a very big sorry to Samini about the story now on my blog. No, I mean, I really write stories these days, and then this week I go on the website to check whatever is going on the website. I've been extremely busy. Many time on call website to know what my guys are writing. Somebody called me from the States, say my boss, there's a story on the website which is saying something about Samini and there's 1 million followers. I'm really, really sorry for that adjective. In fact, I've told them to pull the story down, because I mean, if you're writing the story, no need for those kind of adjectives. The person has gained 1 million followers, no need to give any kind of adjective here to describe any form of EBR. So I am really, really sorry for that particular story. Samini, Brian, we get that vibe. There's no way Sammy Martin say actual such a story. I mean, there's no way. Sam may use certain adjectives to qualify those kind of things. I mean, the vibe that you and I we have whenever we meet, I mean, not even about the vibe. I mean, it is not right for me to even do it. It's not even about the vibe that we have. So, Brian, I am very, very sorry for that story. I've asked them to pull it down. I hope you forgive me, and then sorry for any inconvenience caused. I mean, it happened at the blind side of my eye. I've not even seen the story, and to say almost sending me screenshots of it. Magasa story, because I'm reading story, to even know the content in the story or how the story was written. I've not been near time on call side me so and check how the story is. But I mean, it is my name and a website, so everybody knows that I'm a tray. So I take all the blame and then apologize for it. I'm really sorry, and I hope that you forgive me and my boss. Yeah, God bless you.